Hello, welcome back to the Kent Survival channel. I'm Andy and I'm out today to show to you the Pocket Barbecue. This is a whole barbecue grill that folds up or collapses down into the straight pieces and goes into this roughly 30cm tube. So we'll be undoing that and giving that a go. And I thought at the same time, as that's a bit of a Chinese copy, let's say, of the UCO cook system, that I would imitate their fire bowl with a vegetable steamer, just an ordinary vegetable steamer that you can get in a supermarket or other stores. This one, quite lucky because this centerpiece, the handle, comes out, giving you a nice flat area. The only difference between this and the UCO one is of course about £30 in the UK, but also the fact that this has holes in it. So I guess you could have embers fall through if you're somewhere that's dry. But other than that, there's not too much difference, and that's going to help fuel the fire with oxygen anyway. So the prices of these are roughly the same. They're about £4. I got this one from China. I'll put a link in the description. This one was just from Amazon. I'll link it, but there's a few on there around £4 or £5 delivered. So I've got a fire on now. I'm going to let that burn to some embers, and we'll get on with a bit of cooking and open the grill up. Okay, this might be a little tricky on here, but let's give it a go. The floor's quite wet today. You just need to unscrew the end here, and inside are all your other parts. So this and the other large piece are the two end pieces, and here you have your feet and your grills. You have two pieces with screw ends on them, and they're for securing the corners in place. And the smaller of the cylinders, you can put the end screw pieces all the way through, and then making sure that your screw holes for the feet are on the bottom, you can put them into the other side. Now you don't screw them all the way in at this point, or you won't get your grill in place on it. So just enough to hold it in place there. Then you take your other grill pieces, put them in the hole, and they will just fall into the slot there. And you just work your way along until they're all in place. Once your grill's in place, you can tighten up your end screws, and your grill will be locked into place. Flip it over and you'll see on the bottom the screw holes, and these are for your feet. So simply go around and screw these in. Here you can see the grill complete, and you can push down if you're on soft ground to get the grill closer to the fire and pull it up to get it further away, which is quite handy. Now all these steamers are slightly different sizes. This one I think was about 24cm, so you can see that in comparison to this grill here. You could quite easily get a nice little fire going under there. And that's what we're going to try next. As you can see, we've got a small fire going here in our steamer, or fire bowl, whatever you're going to want to call it. We'll have a look afterwards, see what kind of a mark it's left on the ground. It is quite damp today anyway. So I'm just going to let this burn down to the coals a little bit more, and we'll put the grill on. Now I've got some good coals going, so I'm going to put the grill over the top there. Just going to let that warm up for a second because I've got no oil to put on my steak, and we'll get cooking. A nice sirloin steak here, and I'm just going to season it with some salt and pepper. Just keeping it simple today. Onto the grill we go. We're ready to flip our steak here, and it's not stuck at all. looking good. Well, the steak may be just a little overdone for my taste, but it's cooked well enough. Yeah, I think that works quite well. Myself, I think I'd probably use the grill over an actual fire rather than using the steamer bowl. But it's good if you're somewhere where you're not supposed to have a fire, or not supposed to have a fire on the ground or whatever, or maybe it's dry conditions. So it's definitely an option. Still need to wait for that to die down a bit and have a look how the ground looks under it and show you that. But the grill itself is very stable and works very well. If you're on very soft ground and you've got too much weight on it, maybe a pot, it probably is going to sink a bit because of them very thin feet, but you could just put it on stones or something, I guess. But I'm very impressed. No sticking at all, which was quite good. And I'll give it a clean in a minute as well. But first, I'm going to eat my steak. While the grill's off the heat here, but still quite warm, I'm just going to give it a quick try with some moss. So yeah, that seems to get the worst of it off. They do spin a little bit. So yeah, if you catch it while it's warm, you probably have to get it quite clean with just some moss. If you're curious what the grill's like on a campfire, it's just a small fire here. There you go. Get it quite secure by digging it in a little. If you wanted, put your utensils on there, give you a nice flat surface. So here's the grill. It's cooled down a little now. I think it'll be fine just to take off any excess, put it away. And underneath there, yeah, it's just a few ashes really. Nothing you can cover up or anything. Ground's barely warm. And the grill itself, you just do the opposite of how you put it together. Just undo these screws and you can pretty much just pull it apart. All of your pieces slide back down inside the smaller cylinder, and then the smaller cylinder goes inside the big one. And then you simply just put your lid back on. So to sum up, I think the pocket barbecue is a pretty good idea. It's not going to suit everyone. I might not even use it all the time, but it's a good thing to have, I think, especially for the cheap price. You could go with the UCO option, which is going to cost you a lot more. Depends how you feel about getting a Chinese copy basically. But I'm pretty happy with this. Easy to clean, it's pretty non-stick. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I'll put any details in the description. I'm not affiliated in any way, not paid to do this or anything like that, unfortunately. If I do put any Amazon links like for the steamer below, I have an affiliate account there, but that's just a commission, just helps me out. It's no extra cost to you or anything. But yeah, you've seen what it can do, you'll know if it's right for you. It's a good little idea. I probably won't use the steamer as a fire bowl unless I absolutely had to, but I quite like the grill. So thanks very much for joining me and watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. I've got some other videos I've probably put on the screen now. Until next time, thanks very much for watching.